Here we go, folks. The oath is taken. Every word here matters. Buckle up, because the tension in this courtroom is about to explode.
2023 CR 2077, State of Texas versus Annabel Bishop. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
State.
Defense.
I'm a sinner for the defendant.
Are you Annabel Bishop?
Yes, ma'am.
You entered a plea on May 1st. According to the plea bargain agreement, and it's a continuous violence case, the state is silent on your application. They're asking that punishment be assessed at 5 years in the prison. Have parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, sir.
Defense?
Yes, sir.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor. I just wrong witness, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. You may call your witness. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so the court reporter can hear and I can hear. All right, can you state your name for the record?
Bishop.
Yes.
Stating the revelation is
Another.
this point you understand the charges against this court, pending in this court. Do you know the dynamics of the happened in this father?
Yes, I did.
And this point, they have wanted her for waiver. Yes.
That's what they do.
Can you please tell the court your wish to your daughter?
Things that she. No, for 5 years.
Do you ask the court to enter the court education?
Actually, going to.
Point that the court asked for the court says there's no mental health issues, and what kind of needs do you think order has for patients? Substance abuse wise.
Yeah. So she goes to a program.
Outpatient of this?
Oh.
Is it what kind of drugs is she using?
To my knowledge, because yes, it's me.
And other than that, what other actually any kind of health services? What
I
else was
believe
she?
that she might be.
You know, there's nothing was identified history. What was she?
Nothing was identified because no one's taking the time to actually,
What are your concerns with her?
All right, you all need to talk one at a time.
What are your concerns with your daughter?
My concern is that she just needs to have a visit. She doesn't need to go to prison. I think that she would be able to do this now.
For first felony, of course.
Yes, that was
And who else lives in the household with you?
this week.
You spend a lot of money and effort to get her on.
Annabel Bishop is staring down 5 years in prison under a plea deal for continuous violence. The state isn't arguing, so the judge's decision could swing either way. This is what real courtroom drama looks like.
One, what money do you spend on it? Okay. And then she spent in jail. Why is that? Why she spent in jail?
She was given.
And other than that, she was always well behaved.
Yes, and showing Mr. Courtney she had a scratch. And she does have medical
And at this point, do you think she will be able to successfully comply with certification requirements, going to class, making appointments, reporting, staying away from the street?
Yes.
Okay. And does she that she has shown no remorse since or fine things what she did to the father-in-law? What do you think? You think she's remorseful?
They should be remorseful.
I would say she's responsibility for what she's charged with. So you're not saying she's remorseful, you're saying?
Yes.
And she understands. And she understands, and you understand. The court wants to get her on a first felony because she messed up. She gets a 4 year punishment, go to prison for much longer. She understands it. You understand?
I understand. Okay, well,
But the other half of your grammar, she understands everything. She's confident.
yes, sir.
And at this point again, I was trying to clarify with you. Does she need mental health evaluation?
Yes, I do.
What? On what?
The basis that I've been her mother for the last 25 years, and I know my daughter, and she's changed a lot since she met her husband. And she's just mentally been abused by that family.
What kind of service does she counseling? Does she need evaluation? What does she need?
I would think that she would need counseling and evaluation.
And all the things that outpatient you ask for the court to handle the first solution today?
Yes, ma'am. Something.
Thank you.
Any questions? All right, I have some questions. So you're her mother?
Yes.
How many children does she have?
She has
All right. Why was CPS involved?
because her father-in-law called.
Okay. And the grandchildren were placed with the father-in-law, correct?
They were placed with the father-in-law and the non-biological grandmother.
Okay. So that's where the children were placed.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you aware of the facts of this case?
Not always.
Are you aware that she gave him a black eye? Are you aware that she went over to the home? At the job site, it states the victim said that his grandchildren were placed on a safety plan on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023 by Child Protective Services due to physical abuse allegations. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
All right, so what that means is that Child Protective Services didn't do a legal case, and her attorney will tell you this, they just did a safety plan. So the safety plan is designed to get the parents stabilized. So what they did was they placed the children with the father-in-law, and I'm sure they told her that these are the times that you can have your children as far as visitation. So what he says is around 9 a.m. today, the defendant, your daughter, came to his job site again, banging on the door. His coworker alerted him that she was here, and they called the police.
Now, the mother speaks, pleading for probation and outpatient treatment. She's emphasizing family support, but the court isn't just listening to emotion. They're weighing risk, safety, and the law. This is a classic mercy versus punishment moment.
The grandfather came through the gates and told her to leave. She began yelling, "Where are my effing kids?" He grabbed her phone and threw it so that she would leave the property. She then punched him in the face a couple of times and ran to get her phone. Shortly after, she returned on the property, threatening to damage the grandfather's truck, flatten his tires. She was looking for rocks, so he went to stop her. She came at him swinging with a closed fist. He grabbed her by the shirt and hip tossed her to the ground. He placed his hand on her back until she calmed down. That's what happened. And that was on the first occasion, because this is continuous. And it says that your daughter has a drug problem. Does your daughter have a drug problem? That's either yes or no. So what drugs are she using?
Marijuana.
So you think she's only using marijuana? And you think all of this, that Child Protective Services, which they don't even do anymore, I don't know why they don't do it. Child Protective Services are not putting children in safety plans or removing them because parents are using marijuana. It has to be more than that. Do you understand?
You didn't tell me that.
Okay.
I actually.
All right. So as a parent, sometimes we let our love of our children blind us or look at things through rose.
Boom! Here's the violent incident timeline. Grandfather intervenes, punches are thrown, threats are made. This is continuous family violence, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Keep your eyes on how this unfolds.
Children, you need to take the rose-colored glasses off to see your child for who they are. Now, you may not like what you're seeing with your child. You may not like the relationships they're choosing. You may not like the fact that they're doing drugs. But you have to acknowledge that and quit glossing over the fact that she doesn't have custody of her kids. I hate kids, baby goats, but I'm saying kids because that's what's in the police report. But she doesn't have custody of her children. And the reason why she doesn't have custody of her children is because there's allegations of physical abuse. Not physical abuse where her partner that she chose was hitting on her, but physical abuse to the children and drug use. That's why there was a safety plan, and that's why the children were placed with the grandfather. Now, why the children are not placed with you, I don't know. Maybe it's because you're not acknowledging the fact that your daughter has violence issues, that your daughter has drug issues. Maybe that's why the children didn't place them with you. Maybe that's why CPS didn't place the children with you. I don't know if you had a chance to put your name down for somebody to be interviewed.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't interrupt you, but they came to my house, and because I was working, she said that I was stupid. And I've been trying to get a hold of them. I've been trying to be part of the safety plan, and they've been pushing me away.
Well, I mean, if they are pushing you away, I do, honestly, I understand why. Because you think that your daughter needs to be on outpatient treatment, you think your daughter needs to be released, and you're not looking at the fact that the children are in the care of this grandfather
His grandfather,
because of allegations of physical abuse and because she is living with somebody in a vehicle. Do you really think it's great for children to be living with parents living in a vehicle? Yes, you may.
Jacob Tovar started Annabel on that. They gave her the drugs.
And how old was she when this started?
She,
All right, and how old was Tovar, her boyfriend?
9.
And where were you as a parent? Were you letting her be out and about? Was she still living with you?
Married with a lot of them.
These are choices that people make. And what drugs were they using? Just marijuana?
To my knowledge.
All right, so you're saying he started her on marijuana. So according to you, the only drug that she's ever been using has been marijuana. Is that what you're telling the court?
To my knowledge, what I know, yes. What she's
Okay. All right, thank you.
Your Honor, no further questions.
Any questions?
No. Sorry.
All right, thank you so much for coming in to give me an insight into your daughter. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, anyone else you want to call?
Okay. Sorry.
All right, the court will hear argument.
My client is remorseful. She has got a page. She has a family support system. She's denying mental health. The Bible thinks she believes inspiration and access to substance abuse. I understand you do have high patience with you are age for the first 9 days. But because really your first felon conduct court for I don't feel. And give her a chance to show the court she needs help, she benefit from help, she will seek help, and the court has lots of help to be able to do it. And if not, she will hang herself.
All right, anything you wish to say to the court?
I do.
You want to raise your right hand? Solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Publisher?
What do you wish to say?
I am very remorseful for what happened that day. And I don't feel like I should be,
What happened that day?
well, you have to say that that wasn't the whole story, because he did put his hands on me as well. That's why I pressed charges back on him.
Why were you at the location?
To retrieve my kids.
All right, and
The original agreement was my kids were supposed to spend the night with him. I was supposed to pick them up that morning.
No.
That's why.
So you're saying there was not a CPS safety plan in
Well,
place?
yeah.
All right.
And the plan that me and Jacob had came up with was for his dad to be on the plan and my mom to be on it.
I just want to guide it.
No. I want to listen to what she's saying because she's changing her story to me. No, she's on the witness stand. So go for it.
Anyway, I'm very remorseful for what happened that day.
No. Let's go back to the safety plan business.
Yeah,
So you're saying there was an agreement with the safety plan for what?
just for my mom and his dad to be on the date.
No, your mom just testified. You heard her testify that said she was not considered on the safety plan. So she was not on the safety plan. So your mom wasn't on that. So the only person who was on the safety plan was him. So why did you think that you were to go and see children?
My kids?
Yes.
Because I missed my kids and I just wanted to see my kids. That's the only reason. I love my children.
Did you realize that it was a violation of the safety plan?
No, I didn't realize.
All right, you want some questions?
Oh, you want to just.
Sure.
You're not minimizing your involvement, and you still take force on the kids. It's good to not introduce people oneself, but actually maybe mental health care identified.
Yes.
And you understand the third self full range
Yes, I was sure.
could be more than 5 years. And you're going to stay away from the
Yes.
and even have all taken four courses.
Whatever it takes.
Is your mother who else lives in the house?
Just me and
She want money to fund you out. This court got right because you were you provide the additional thing to support you.
What drugs were you taking?
only ever done marijuana.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else? All right. Court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served.
Parents watching, take note. Love can blind you. The court is dissecting the mother's perspective versus the facts in the safety plan. This is where reality collides with the law, and it's not always pretty.
There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Jacob Tovar and Juan Tovar. I see that there is a request for restitution, but in the PS report, the court does not have a restitution amount, so the court is not going to order restitution. It's not in the PSI report.
Thanks, I'll do this. How are you doing?
All right. Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right to Appeal. Did you review that with your judge or saying did you sign?
We gotta change that.
All right. Does this plea bargain agreement, because I followed the plea bargain agreement and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to your attorney. And the state has tendered a dismissal for the assault on a public servant. So that case, all right, good luck to you. I don't think she wants to hear victim impact statement today.
Oh, he's not here.
Thank you.
He's not.
And there it is, the gavel drops. Guilty with 4 years in prison and an affirmative finding of family violence. This is the apex of courtroom drama, justice for the children, accountability for the parent, and a reminder of how high the stakes are in these cases.